Down, Chicago, and welcome into Bears Latest, all part of the Fan Art Sports. I'm Dan Levy. The Green Bay Packers suck, and that game on Sunday sucked. It's exactly what we kind of thought was going to happen, but we were very positive going into the week against Detroit, but not going to sugarcoat this one. This one sucked. If you're a Bears fan, it hurt. I will say this, it did not hurt as bad as the week before Monday Night Football against the Vikings because they were doing so well on Monday that to go into this one, it looked good in the first half for the most part. I would say the first couple of drives. I won't say first half. That's a lie. The first couple of drives when they were kind of trading shots and doing things, and Caleb Williams was coming out strong, but to know that they just started lighting the Bears up, 52-21 blowout, giving them their 12th loss in the last 13 games. Jared Goff, nearly flawless, 334 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 of them to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Chicago's defense had no answers, giving up 8.8 yards per play, the most allowed in a game since 1961. And as if we needed more bad news Bears information, the Bears lost Jalen Johnson and TJ Edwards down to injuries. The same issues that sidelined them on week 1 were coming up as well. The meltdown means over the last 5 quarters, Chicago has surrendered 73 points, and the schedule doesn't get any easier. Matt Eberflus is coming to Chicago to return to Soldier Field as the Dallas defensive coordinator, bringing a Cowboys team that just dropped 40 on the Giants. The Bears are going to need some regrouping, and they're going to need answers. And, well, it's nice to know that Ben Johnson, you're on the same wavelength. That wasn't pretty, was it?
Listen, anytime you lose a game like that, man, it's a kick in the teeth. Nothing about that feels good.
No.
Unfortunately, I've been through a number of these over the course of my career. These guys, I tell you, they're hurt.
Oh, I tell you.
They fought the entire game, and when you play a good team on the road and you have turnovers and you don't convert on 4th down and you give up explosive plays on defense, it can go sideways in a hurry, and that was really the name of the game. Offensively, we were able to move the ball a little bit in the first half, and then the turnovers and the lack of 4th down conversion bit us in the rear, and then defense had more explosive plays than we wanted to going into the game. We knew that they were an explosive offense.
All right.
We had a plan, and we didn't contain those playmakers very well. The quarterback for them really got after us.
Who he knows pretty well.
I look at his numbers, and it looks like he had an outstanding day. Certainly felt that way on the sideline.
It felt that way on my couch too, buddy.
And in the second half, you get behind by that much, and it becomes a throwing game like that, and really just plays into their hands. So penalties were still an issue for us.
Yes.
False starts, we had a couple of those. We had some holdings.
There was a lot of those.
Really hurt us.
Yes, everything he mentioned there was straight up. I mean, from Jared Goff did look tough to you on the sideline. It looked just as bad to me on the couch. Yes, penalties, still a pain in the butt. The disappointing thing is your boy Jared Goff went off. 334 yards, 5 touchdowns, and a stretch of 15 straight completions. His top target, Amon-Ra St. Brown, torched the Bears, 9 catches, 115 yards, 3 scores, 177 yards rushing. Detroit's offense looked every bit like last season's juggernaut. Just no Ben Johnson. I actually thought that I wasn't even worried about those guys. I thought they were going to be banged up. I thought, especially after coming off such an embarrassing loss on the Packers, I thought we saw a lot of holes there. But it turns out the Bears were the disaster. Defense allowed 511 total yards, 25 first downs, 7 TDs. They sacked Goff 0 times. Defense, Dennis Allen, 0. Montez Sweat's sack was wiped away by penalty. Injuries piled up too. Jalen and TJ Edwards, again, they are still hurt. The trenches tell the story. It's all said it. Goff had an all-day, finishing with a near-perfect 156 passer rating. Caleb, meanwhile, was sacked 4 times, pressured throughout. The Chicago O-line committed costly penalties, and Detroit's kept things clean and efficient. The bottom line, the Lions look like contenders again. And the Bears, they're still searching for answers with an 0-2 start. Yeah, not great. Not a great one to roll. As far as grades for the Bears go, the quarterback, D-. Caleb Williams, the final line for him, 19 for 30, only 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Looks serviceable on paper, but the game told a harsher story. His poor decision on a pick to Kirby Joseph, tip throws on key downs, and initially converted short yardage situations highlighted just how far he still is going from being that guy. And here's his reaction to all that and more.
That team came out and played a hell of a game on the other side of the ball. We had momentum swings where we were taking punches, and we ended up turning the ball over, having false starts. And things like that, and with a team like that, and you have 2 turnovers, and a couple false starts, or just overall penalties on the opposite side of the ball. With a team like that on the other side, they make you pay, and they did that today.
Oh, they made you pay, all right, and they made it pay bad. This one was bad. Yes, this is going to be getting rougher and rougher and rougher. But as far as what was going on, Ben Johnson, what do you make as far as the defense is concerned on that side of it?
We knew that we need to set the edge there to try to contain their running game. I think they were able to bounce and get the edge a few times there. And so that hurt us in the running game. And then in the passing game, we simply didn't affect the quarterback. We tried to mix up the coverages, and they hurt us a little bit in some of our single high stuff with their speed. So the explosive plays are an issue. You feel those. I did think the defense did a great job despite the turnovers and the 4th down. They hit the field. They were being resilient. They were fighting their tails off. It just didn't go our way today.
And one more for Caleb. As far as, is this the expectations that he was looking for? Is this what he's expecting out of himself? What's the level of expectation, Caleb, you got for yourself right now?
I always expect to come out and play well as an offense. That's the expectation, but it's not really necessarily surprising or anything like that. It's new coach, new offense, and all of that, and a bunch of new players, and we're all trying to figure it out together at one. And like I've always said, move together. Everybody do their 1/11th and move together when the ball snap and go execute the plays that are called.
I agree with them. You're always looking to go out there and do well. But as far as the offensive line that they upgraded for you and were trying to give you all the things you needed, they got a D. Penalties piled up early and often. 3 plays in before the first false start, followed by a holding call and a face mask that derailed a promising drive. Dennis Allen, you got work ahead of you. That's an F on your coaching stat. But it's not your fault, man. There isn't a lot to work with there. Montez Sweat, not great. That defense, not good. Jalen Johnson getting hurt. TJ Edwards hurt. Again, all the things that we have been saying that need to get fixed are coming to life and coming to fruition. Coaching, Ben Johnson scripted another opening drive touchdown. I love seeing that, but this thing is a disaster right now. Ryan Poles, you're taking an F on this one as well because your first-round pick, Colson Loveland, has been invisible. No catches for him. Luther Burden III has been underused. Second-rounders Ozzie Trapillo, Shamar Turner were healthy scratches. 2 weeks in, this draft class is already raising questions, and roster upgrades have not closed the gap with NFC North rivals yet. Bottom line for the quarterback to the coaching staff, the Bears flunked in every area. 0-2 start. It's a bad start. Not the way they wanted to get things going here. But I wanted to point a few things out. And I'm going to quote somebody who I really hate quoting on this one. It's Aaron Rodgers, RELAX. If you expected the Chicago Bears to go to the Super Bowl, you are smoking some of the most beautiful legal stuff you can buy here in Illinois. It's not going to happen. It never was going to happen. In the NFL, there is no quick fix. There's none. It's a brand new offense, new offensive line, new coach, new offensive strategy. And Caleb Williams, I feel, is still playing behind the 8 ball because of what happened last season. Not going to be any quick fixes. The running game is invisible. DeAndre Swift did some things out there, but it's just not enough to penetrate defenses the way it should be. They are getting tired out there. That team is getting winded. And they played against a team that, again, is still technically a contender. The Packers are contenders. The Vikings are contenders. The Detroit Lions are contenders. The Bears are not. They are not contenders yet. It's going to take time. It's going to take time to gel. Is it time to worry about Caleb and think about other quarterbacks? No. Is it time that we made a mistake about the coaches? No. This is where GM Ryan Poles comes into play here. This is the product you gave your coaches. Yes, it's going to take time to gel. Yes, it's going to take adjustments. It's going to take time for things to come into place. But it's also going to be on you to fix what needs to be fixed. You thought you upgraded this offensive line. It's terrible. You thought we had enough on that defense, and with guys coming back from injuries, it should be okay. Not the case. And you thought that getting a running game and leaving it the way it is, everything we talked about this season is coming to fruition. It's there. The holes are there. There's nothing to cover up. It's not going to be easy. There is no easy fix. It's going to take time. It ain't going to be pretty. There's probably going to be a lot more blowouts with the Cowboys coming and Eberflus running around like the time Matt Nagy ran around when he came back and played against the Bears. There's still plenty of work to be done, but be patient. Nothing gets solved that easy. Nothing gets solved that quickly. It's still the Chicago Bears. We still have some work to do. But no matter what happens in this entire life that we are all living together as Bears fans, no matter what happens, no matter how we go from here on out, the Green Bay Packers suck. The Bears need some work, but we'll get there. No need to hit the panic button. It's 0-2. The Cowboys are coming. Probably going to get pretty ugly for that one, too. I'm not seeing this one being a good one either. But now that we have our expectations kind of leveled in a certain way, let's look for the little improvements. Let's look to see how things are going. I still like seeing Caleb Williams execute a first series and getting a touchdown. He's done it twice, something he hasn't done all of last season, and something I haven't seen the Bears do in a long time is get a good opening drive going. I like seeing things that came out of him. And also my positive and my A+ goes to Roma Dunze. That guy was awesome out there. He was flying, he was catching, he was looking good. I'm loving the chemistry building between him and Caleb. That makes me positive, and that one made me go to bed last night. So that one was good. That's going to do it for Bears' latest Fan Art Sports. Wish I could bring you better news, but bear down, fans. We got a long season to go. There's 16 more of these games, and there is still plenty more that can be done, and still some things that we can get out of this season that are the positive. The one thing is, there's no more Eberflus. Ben Johnson's got some work ahead of him, but he's been here before. He knows how to fix it, and give him time to develop. Everybody else, take a walk off the ledge. There's no need to jump off. It's just a Bears game. It hurts as a fan. I get it, but be patient. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some gel. It's going to take some chemistry, but we're going to get there. I'm positive about it. Let me know in the comments section, who were you most disappointed about, and what was your positive? What did you take out of it that you were possibly positive about? Give me something that you actually liked. I know the Bears are going to get killed nationally, locally, all the media. It's going to be rough, but again, there were some things out there that were not terrible. Was it great? No. Was it hard to watch? Yes. Did I turn it off at some point because I just had to look at something else besides that? Yes. But overall, it's going to take time. Take a deep breath. Namaste. Packers suck. Bear down. See you guys soon. I'm Dan Levy. Bears' latest Fan Art Sports. We'll do it again. Later.